On today's special in-person episode, Dan and Manny invite Dave Kucich back to the podcast to put the cutting edge to the ultimate test. Topic.
What it do?
Welcome to the Nostalgia Test Podcast, the show where two longtime friends put their mainstream pop culture past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
If everyone has no idea, it literally just took about, what?
Nobody has any idea.
If
they have
2.5 hours to get the microphones to work, and then we're down a mic. So Dave and I are going to be sharing a mic.
Blew up my mic.
Yeah, bro.
And now wants it.
People, welcome.
He's a computer guy, and he can fix it.
Welcome to another episode of the Nostalgia Test Podcast. Everybody, I guess, is watching this now on YouTube. The one of what? We got 3 up there out of 102 episodes now, 103.
One.
And
we don't have part 2 or 3 up there yet.
Of the other special in-person ones? Oh, there's some sound issues.
Yeah.
But welcome. This is a special episode, and for the past 2 days, we have put a vote up to whether we were going to do The Cutting Edge or Back to the Future 2. And it came down to one vote.
My Yeti.
And the cutting.
Yeti.
All right. And Manny's in the mood. And and the Cutting Edge won by a single vote. We just watched The Cutting Edge, and here we are, Nostalgia Test Podcast. Manny.
That's a long ass intro. Listen, I think we're all delusional right now. So yes, Cutting Edge. I think we all wanted the Cutting Edge. It was Back to the Future 2 and The Cutting Edge, and I had just watched Back to the Future just for the hell of it. I got into like a Back to the Future marathon, so I was like, I might as well watch all 3. I liked it, and I thought it would have been great to do, but for some reason the other day someone was like, "Do you remember Cutting Edge?" I was like, "Yeah, Topic," right? And I was like, "This would be good to kind of see if it was good," because the guy Mark, who was partner of Lithology Brewing Company a while ago, or one of the originals, same as Pug, he was like, it still holds up. So I was like, I hope it wins. So what did it win by? Like
one single vote.
One vote.
Yeah, one vote. It was about 24 votes to 25 votes.
Damn. All right. Well, listen, Cutting Edge. Listen, this was cutting edge filmmaking, I can tell you that. Wow.
Amazing. I mean, let's just
let's do some facts before we go further.
According to Wikipedia, The Cutting Edge is a 1992 American sports romantic comedy film directed by Paul Michael Glasser, written by Tony Gilroy. The plot is about a wealthy, spoiled figure skater played by Moira Kelly, who is paired with an injury-sidelined ice hockey player played by D.B. Sweeney for the Olympic figure skating. Competing at the 1992 Winter Olympics in Alberta, France, they have a climactic face-off against a Soviet pair, and it spawned a film series, including a number of sequels.
What?
Yeah, the film was primarily shot in Toronto and Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and the film has come to be known as a cult classic. It was made $25.1 million, and then it doesn't really tell me how much it cost to make, but I mean, $5 million. I mean, $5.
Yeah.
Well, bam, $5.
Bam, $5. Yeah, wow. What can I say about this movie?
Dude, the guy that wrote this also wrote like the Bourne trilogy.
Listen, there was more than one. I had no idea there was this turned into a thing. Like a franchise.
Apparently, the film was followed by several sequels. The Cutting Edge Going for the Gold in 2006, The Cutting Edge Chasing the Dream 2008, and The Cutting Edge Fire and Ice 2010, each with a mostly different cast. The first sequel, which involves the couple's daughter, moves the timing of The Cutting Edge from 1992 back to 1984 so that their daughter could be 21 at the time of the sequel. That's weird. What?
Wait, what?
That doesn't make sense.
Prequel?
So the first sequel, which involves the couple's daughter...
Oh, okay.
moves the timing of the cutting edge from 1992 back to 1984.
So they basically just rewrote the first movie in the second movie, saying that it was actually the Olympics of 1984 that they might have won, not 92, so that the daughter in the second one could be known as D21.
So they basically said, 1992 never happened. It was 1984.
So they Men in Blacked us.
They Rockied us.
They just Back to the Future does.
We watched Back to the Future.
That's what we just did.
That's what we did. Back to the Future 2. That's what we watched. Because Biff went back, said the Olympics were actually in the 80s, so let's go there. So, you know what it is, where you could say that they actually performed together in the 4 years prior to the 92 Olympics, when they crashed into each other during the beginning scene, and they both have concussions, and they were actually partners, but they had this fever dream that they knew each other.
Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch for the
It takes place in 2030.
Here's the pitch. The two are walking down the hall in the first one in 1992. They hit each other, and they create a tear in the interdimensional time vortex, and they're blown right back to 1984, which is why their Russian coach comes from Rocky IV, which he really doesn't, but yeah.
Also, the American anthem thing, so that might have actually blown them when she didn't stand for the American anthem. Right then.
Oh, yeah, and first
right
of all,
back.
the crazy thing about that comment, when he's like, where I'm from, we stand for the anthem. I'm like, you just knocked her down.
You just clotheslined her.
And you didn't even say, like, sorry, hey, let me pick you up, my bad. Like, are you not a gentleman where you're from? Like, if you're going to stand for the flag? Well, whatever. That was a weird comment, but the beginning was crazy. It was just all over the place. The whole movie was a little nuts. Yeah. The ice skates. It reminded me of Mighty Ducks. There was a lot of Mighty Ducks theme. There was Rocky IV was here. I don't know how to react to this movie.
Well, when was the last time you saw this movie?
Year and a half ago.
Mine was 1993.
Wait, you saw this a year and a half ago?
Sure. Yeah.
What were you doing watching this? Like, was it just on TV, or
I was just watching. So right after Thanksgiving, I watched really bad Christmas movies and winter movies. I guess I don't want to call it a Christmas, even though I guess you could call it a Christmas movie because she does give him a gift.
That was the weirdest scene ever. She just gets out of a shower, standing there contemplating out of window, combing her hair naked, and then he comes barging into the bathroom like a weirdo.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not a bathroom.
It's not.
New Year's Eve, when he was kissing all those girls? I think that was post.
No,
that was after.
No,
that was before.
Before. Oh. He was going. I don't know what it was. Yeah. No, it was before. No, he wasn't going home yet. Maybe he came back. There's first of all, time doesn't exist in this movie. We did watch Back to the Future because we don't know how long he was trapped and away from his family. And he says he was the merchant marine.
7 months he was gone. I found out in the
Flanagan.
7 months, yeah.
Flanagan was in the Merchant Marines.
And if anyone doesn't know who Flanagan is, that's Brian Flanagan from Cocktail. And if you don't know what Cocktail is, go back and listen to episode 100 and episode 1, where we do a deep dive into that ridiculous movie.
So,
shout out to Grandpa Kucich. She was also in the Italian Merchant Marines.
All right.
Shout out to like Grandpa 5 years old.
Yeah.
All right. So the best part, this movie, I'm going to go like all over the place right here. It opens up with him late to his Olympic debut as a hockey player. Right away, we see that he's a playboy. He's with a German lady. We don't know if she's an athlete, but
she has to be. She's definitely
right.
It's
and
like
and he goes, "You're supposed to wake me up at 9," and she's like, 9? You said 9 alarm, like. No. 9 is in no alarm. So you got a little joke right there. The comedy in this rom-com.
Wow.
In the rom-com, okay. There were the puffy jackets in this. There couldn't have been more puffy jackets.
The fashion was unbelievable.
Those were in, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Because they weren't wearing like a 3-tone starter jacket.
Yes. It was
right
away. The scene the scenes are going back and forth, cutting back and forth with her. Do you think she remembers crashing into him? She doesn't.
They never brought it up.
They never brought it up. But like right there, you're star-crossed lovers, right? We're watching Romeo and Juliet. We're watching people that were destined to kiss each other at the end of this movie.
We're watching West Side Story. I mean,
sure.
It's like, or like, you know, not even like, it's like a person from the Bronx. This is like a fish out of water. This is like, you know, wrong side of the tracks. This is all those types of things, right?
Yeah. And he gets her like any other hockey movie that you've seen, like where the guy either becomes a coach or does something else. He gets checked into the boards, like Gordon Bombay. And he's also from Minnesota, because you only play hockey in Minnesota. There's no other state in the United States that you, in the 90s, that you could be from if you played hockey. If you liked ice hockey.
Ice hockey you just play in New York.
No, in the 90s.
Oh, in the 90s, yeah.
Movies only said you were from Minnesota. And you wore the Minnesota North Stars at the time before they became the Anaheim Ducks later on. You know, they moved, right? The whole story is that the Minnesota North Stars moved to another town, and they didn't last as a franchise there, and they turned, and then the Anaheim Ducks were formed.
Oh, I thought like the Anaheim Ducks were just like
I could be making this
expansion team.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I could be making this all up.
Not like the Raiders.
But we could look that up. But I do know the North Stars moved. But there was, during the 90s, there was a huge, they must have been big, or just popular enough to be in the movies, because
hockey or.
The North Stars were pretty, popular.
I think you're talking about hockey in general.
No, I'm just talking about any hockey movie. North Stars were pretty.
And that's a nostalgia test tangent right there. What did happen to this thing?
I just realized that we weren't talking about hockey.
Gordon Bombay played for the North Stars.
Yeah,
or wanted to. Or like they went and they had like a skate with them.
And he got super injured just like this guy. But this guy gets like double checked. I mean, DB Sweeney.
That was tough.
Dude, he gets Rockied.
Well, yeah.
In this movie.
He gets Rocky 2'd.
Yeah.
Well, he gets Rocky 1'd, and then in Rocky 2, he's basically blind.
It's a comeback story.
Yeah.
Do you know they don't bring that up?
Never again.
They're like, oh, you lost this peripheral vision.
Yeah.
They don't even bring that up.
Degrees.
Yeah, they don't even bring that up. How do you fix that during figure skating?
Well, because
you still have to do twists.
Well, the doctor said this. I remember the doctor going like, it doesn't really matter in regular life, but as a hockey player, you'll never play hockey. So he's just like, who gives a shit?
So they're already putting down figure skating and putting hockey.
Oh, this is all about putting figure skating down.
Yeah, but no, not really. This movie was to like talk about figure skating. Like, why was this so why was this even a movie about figure skating? Was it that popular in the 90s? I guess it was.
I mean, I think it's a cult classic. I think it's a cult classic movie.
What?
I like figure skating. It's pretty dope.
You think about it when the Olympics come down?
No, I just like it.
Okay.
I think it's pretty cool. It's like I said before, the ballet of ice. Like
I'm not saying it isn't popular, but I do remember it during that time. That was like the Tonya Harding time. Like,
yeah. And
I think that's the only sport you thought about.
They were playing the Russians.
Yeah.
And that was like
Cold War.
At the fall of USSR.
Yes.
It was right at that time. They filmed it in 1991. Came out in 1992. USSR fell right. I feel like
this was a bootleg Rocky IV.
First of all, this movie had like more montages than Rocky IV.
6 of them.
Let's get back to that first person at the beginning of the movie that right now, if it came out, canceled, bro. This dude was like, I want to see your ass in the air. Now get out there. I'm like, what?
Hey, coach, that was her coach.
Dude, that was her coach for like 18 years.
And then everybody's taking pictures. I'm like, what?
She talked about him coming in, like being her coach since she was 9 years old.
9?
I don't know, 9?
9, my coach.
No years old.
Unbelievable.
That was crazy.
But Moira Kelly had some great lines.
Dude.
I got laundry before that better than you.
Hold on. Great lines. She was the only good actor in this movie. Killed every scene she was in.
Moira Kelly
helped everyone else that was in this movie be a good actor. Even I would argue that the second best actor was her fiance.
What? The worst.
Who was the other actor that was good?
The coach.
The Russian guy?
Yeah.
What about the guy with the little mustache?
Oh,
he was
his dad?
Checks, bro.
His dad? What did he do for a living?
Crime. Probably crime.
Crime.
I would go with crime.
Well, he obviously didn't care about his daughter. He was like, you need to win the gold medal because your mom died not winning it.
Yeah,
so, they never address that.
Yeah.
They never talk about what happened to her mom. They never talk about, like, was it an accident? They never talk about whether it was, like, a tragedy. There's like, yeah, she's dead.
But she would never do singles. Why?
That never came up again. See, this is why this movie...
It's a different bowl game. I don't know. Like, I'm not in the world of skating. Maybe
dude, she was good. I have to think that she didn't do singles because her mom died doing something with singles.
Triple Lutz into a double Lutz?
All I think...
Oh, her mom did... Okay, so she was keeping it in the family.
She didn't want to mess with her mom's legacy, so she became a doubles figure skating. Because why? Why? If you were that good, apparently she was a phenom, and that she was like everybody loved her in the sport, but yet she didn't do singles.
This is what I think. Here, I think this is the explanation.
They never bring it up.
It's the 90s. No one wrote. They didn't care.
They didn't care. They were like, we need to make two people kiss at the end of this.
They didn't need much of a plot for this.
No. So basically, this is what it was. These two crashing each other in the beginning. We need them to end kissing each other. All right, what do we do in the middle?
Misogynistic stuff. I don't know, canceled stuff, some skating, montages, the end.
Literally, and that's it. We won't address anything.
But they went through all the different arguments you could ever have as a person. Like they had the fiance figuring out that she's in love with.
He was the worst.
Him.
Yeah, his English accent came and went.
The dad and her finally realizing that he pressured her too much. The 5 fights they had together.
Amazing.
She didn't really fight with the new coach though.
No, because he didn't give a shit.
But I feel like he was a little close for someone he's only known for well, no, it might have been a couple years.
It was a couple of years. Remember, it was 2 years between when he got checked into the boards, and then we see him in Minnesota.
So 4 years they've been together.
And then we see him hanging from a 3x8 or whatever it was.
Bro, do they have any safety standards there? Where was the foreman? He was hanging upside down, and he never finished.
Foreman.
He never finished.
And he kept missing the nail.
You also have rules and safety rules.
No, but first of all, that was his own. That was the back of his brother's bar.
That's still very.
No, that was such a stupid acting.
I don't know what the scene was.
Choice ever. I was like, did they not have a ladder? Because no one would frame that way. You were acting him.
Best boy had a ladder,
but no one grip. But was that supposed to be a joke?
No, they probably have a ladder.
Idiot. So that's how he would frame. He would hold on to the other frame and hit the
Maybe they're trying to show he's manly and strong.
I think they're kind of trying to show how stupid he is. Trying to, because you know how she called him a Neanderthal.
Yeah,
because he hasn't read a book ever.
Yeah.
And then she gives him a book, Great Expectations, and what happens? She reads it. He reads
go for it.
Yeah. Maybe this is also Great Expectations. I've never read the book.
Yeah, that's true. Topic. The biggest thing about this movie was Topic. Anytime you bring up Cutting Edge, this made Topic a thing.
Yeah, Topic.
And Topic was a montage. There was a Topic.
Oh, dude, that Topic montage, I actually wrote down blurry cam. I'm thinking college, drunk, all this stuff, and they're just I'm is this an on drugs sort of thing that she's I don't know what's wrap my head around, but it was just a montage.
No,
it wasn't her
I think it goes back to what I said in the beginning. We're watching two people that were unconscious after crashing into each other, and they're in the hospital, and we're just watching their fever dream. That's why it's blurry. No, okay, let's get into this. 90s lighting, 1992 lighting.
Oh god, there was no lighting.
It was terrible.
Oh, this was Point Break lighting.
Almost as bad as this podcast lighting.
No, this is not. I know. I'm gonna say this. I think the lighting was very fashionable for the 90s.
It was nice. I mean, backlit.
but that's like Point Break.
Doors, yes, you're right. You're right. It was bright. Everything was too bright.
And it was so not bright enough.
Oh, I thought things
when they were skating, dude, they had like 3 lights in there. They were like incandescent, like.
Yeah, well, you need to see
3 lights, like 60 watts in a giant ice skating rink with smoke everywhere. Well, yeah, but like you gotta have more lights.
It's a rom-com, but like in the bedrooms, the cubes, come on,
the glass cubes. Those
are glass cubes. Were they sconces?
No, it was like a wall, like those walls that have like. It's all glass.
Oh, she had that. She had that outside the ring too, but next to her like recliner, like the Lazy Boy.
Dude, they freaking lit up this place with 90s lighting. 90s all the way.
Yo, the cinematographer for this.
Tell me he did Cocktail.
He's known for the movie Out of Sight. And then previously he's done. Whoa. Okay, hold on a second.
Wow, that's a lot.
Okay. So, let's go all the way to the bottom of his IMDb.
Independence Day.
Yeah, but that was from 1976.
I didn't know there was another one.
Yeah, there's never he did some Tales. He did an episode of Tales from the Crypt in 1990. He's done a lot. Then The Cutting Edge, and then after that he did.
Listen, I'm not talking. There
what
were some
the
good
fuck?
shots.
Father of the Bride 2.
90s. He followed what he knew. It was 90s all the way.
Known for Out of Sight. That movie sucked.
At their time too, like okay, I'm gonna bring it up.
Oh.
In the room during. Oh, sorry.
He's directed photography for Twilight.
Can you just unlock your? I hope it didn't. If it didn't record.
Yeah.
We're here. I hope this is still on.
Can I just say one thing? When again with the combing of the hair scene, which is really weird that she's just staring out a window combing her hair, and then he
find out how old she is.
No,
we start commenting about her.
She went to college, but she didn't go to college. She had tutors.
She must have been 21. That's why they were trying to make the daughter 21.
Right.
Yes.
So she was She was sitting there doing the combing of the hair. He comes in to give her a gift for Christmas, but like she says something, and then he has one of the best lines. Yeah. So anyway, Merry Christmas. And then walks out.
And this is what makes it a Christmas movie.
No, this is not a Christmas movie.
Okay, Die Hard. This is what makes it a Christmas movie.
Yippee-AKA.
Listen.
Make me a
sandwich.
Can we
talk about the New Year's thing?
He was making out like 10 girls.
Everyone
what the fuck was that?
People love kissing this guy on the lips, except the one who loves him.
He's not that good looking.
No.
I was like, fame or something.
Was he considered good looking back then?
Sweeney?
Everybody in the 80s looks 40 years old.
Well, this is 1990.
Dude, I thought he was like 35 in this.
Oh, dude, he looked like he was like 45.
Yeah. They all look way too old. And I was like, why is everybody making out with this guy? And her, too. She was making out with random people. They were kissing each other on the lips.
Well, it was New Year's.
Yeah. Let loose, Manny.
It wasn't like it was Easter.
Were we watching like Illuminati? Was it Illuminati going on? What's going on?
Well, there's super rich. There was some super rich.
I thought we were about to see some like Key Party shit happening.
Well, like he was freaked out when he walked in. He was looking around. He's like, "Why was everyone grabbing me and making out with me?"
Yeah.
So he was into it. But then that old lady made out with him, and he was like, "I don't know what's going on."
But even when he went back home, did his sister-in-law make out with him?
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing I was like,
Yeah.
No, there was some weird stuff going on. And again,
how long was he away from his house?
I still don't know. Like, I think it's at least a year.
And that scene was just to show that, like, they were, like, he couldn't tell them that he was part of figure skating because, like, his family would be, like, biased against it.
This movie's got to be about like America, you know, like because even when they almost kissed at New Year's Eve, there was sparklers in the back.
Oh, that was the best scene.
Like there was sparklers going on in the back. How more American? That's like 4th of July right there.
Oh, dude, that was cool.
That was a cool. See,
the cinematographer was amazing.
Had some good, even though the blurry thing was bothering me.
But how else are you going to do that?
True, because they couldn't really. I know they learned how to skate for this movie, but they couldn't. You couldn't. You had to do close-ups every.
Well, this is like Flashdance, right? Like when you had Jennifer Beals wasn't really dancing during Flashdance, so everything was backlit like that.
Yeah.
Or not on their faces, or like it was always like her arms or her legs or her torso or whatever, or like moving around, right, really quickly.
Yeah.
That was the same thing. Like it was basically like we don't have the budget to like make the skating look good with extras, and we only have 3 months to get these two actors to be able to skate.
Yeah.
Which they did a lot of skating.
They did.
But they're not going to do like jumps and stuff like that.
Triple Lutz.
Yeah. So just to let you know, in 1992, Moira Kelly was 24. So her character had to be around the same age or so.
Okay. So he goes back to his place.
He goes back to the worst place on earth.
He was supposed to be in the Merchant Marines.
And they're so happy to see him. And then they're like, we're family. And he says
we're family.
What he's doing.
Yeah.
And like everyone reacts as if he has like cooties or AIDS.
You know, I was like, I don't know.
I was going to say it.
Yeah, you got to say it. The cooties is good.
Cooties is good.
Yeah, cooties. I was like, they're like gay shaming him, and he's not even gay. Like,
Totally were.
Oh yeah, they were.
I'm like, what
he's
is
like,
this?
he's like, are you going to shave your legs now too?
Yeah, bro.
Like, yo,
I'm like,
if it helps
maybe
me
he
gain
should.
like a little, more speed.
Maybe it looks better too. I don't know. Like on the eyes.
Who cares?
You got some of those tight pants on. Like, you don't want that shaping.
But like, look, at the end, they were watching and they were having a good time.
Oh, of course they were, bro.
Yeah. So we got that little scene. There was another scene that happened. Oh.
D.B. Sweeney was 31 on the filming of this.
Of course he was. He looked 31.
Yeah.
D.B. Sweeney is a bootleg Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
But he was good.
He was okay. I'm telling you, acting was terrible. If she wasn't in it, the acting was terrible.
But if D.B. Sweeney wants to be on this podcast, we love you.
Yeah.
D.B. Sweeney and the brother, I thought I was watching a like
his
after school soap opera that we used to watch.
Dude,
like
Alanis Morissette ain't writing a song about him. She ain't doing it. She's not doing it. About him?
No.
At 31?
No.
He's no Ryan Reynolds.
No.
He's not. Sorry.
Dude,
so he finally. So first of all, do we know how much the dad paid him?
That bar looked like it was in Roadhouse.
There was letters.
That bar was falling apart, Dan.
There was letters where you put the number.
Built by a guy who doesn't know how to use a ladder.
That guy doesn't even know how to write a check. Dude, it was literally like, you put the fucking number here, and it was like,
it's
Dave.
cutting edge.
It's like Dave.
Like, that's pretty much what it said.
He had to write that shit. No. We don't
Nothing ever came back in this movie. The check never came back.
Oh, yeah,
the book she gave him never came back. The mom's death doesn't come back. You know what I mean?
And he also said double or nothing when he gave him the check. I was like,
what does that
mean? You can't do that in a check.
And then he doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know if they won.
Well,
he's definitely not making money off that bar. That's for sure.
Dude, that bar's falling apart.
They're all meth heads.
Yeah, well, what else is there to do out there besides hockey and meth?
Hockey.
And
they're hanging out with the people from fucking Airborne.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Dude, I could have sworn that I saw a Greyhound bus, which I think Brian Flanagan was on.
You did.
There was no Peter Pan.
And that Greyhound bus dropped him off right in front of the bar.
Yes.
That shit doesn't happen.
No.
A Greyhound bus does not stop randomly. It has a station that it goes to.
You'd be doing a lot better if the Greyhound stopped there.
But he did.
Yeah, because then everyone would run away.
A lot better.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I'm out of here.
Dude, the bar was packed, though, when he went to go.
That was his family.
Because what else are people doing?
No, they said we're all family, as in, like, they're acting as family.
But what else is anyone doing there?
That bar was constantly in construction. They never finished the back of that bar.
Well, he was hanging from it, like.
I know.
And he was gone for 7 months and then 2 years, like.
I was waiting for Patrick Swayze to show up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That bar was that.
Yeah, that looked like a dangerous place.
It was bad.
Someone had a knife in there.
Yes. And then before he leaves, he's like, I'm Swayze.
What about the scene? The scene that was a stupid scene was like, he's not a boy, he's a man. And he went to Boston to let his manhood out.
Yeah, end scene.
So end scene. Like, oh, where is he? I'm practicing and he gets to go whore. Like,
Yeah,
Why was that even in the scene?
Slut shaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was a lot of things. This is a PG movie.
Yeah, well, that's
said
why they had to
whoring,
keep that part out.
Then bullshit, shit, bitch.
She called him Ramjet.
Yeah. They called her a bitch multiple times.
Yes.
All she was competitive.
Her dad called her a bitch.
Yeah, I know. All she was competitive. And also being like, I was forced to do this since I was 9 years old.
Dude, her dad acted.
I had no life.
Her dad spoke of her like she was a project.
Well, they had
like,
that.
It wasn't like.
Oh, she didn't have a
daughter.
choice. She didn't have a choice.
Like anybody who spoke about her, it was like his employee. He was just like, yeah, she's a bitch. It wasn't like it wasn't like he loved her or anything.
It was crazy that they had that empty glass case.
Yeah.
And
what was that for?
For her gold medals that she never won.
Oh, yeah. She should put her pins in there. She wears 50 pins.
Dave loves the pins.
Dude, that's a horrible thing. Imagine every day you get up and in your dad's office, all these other trophies are there, and there's an empty case that he made.
Yeah.
And she has to stare at it and be like, I guess this is where his love is for me.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. It's until we fill this.
And
go to your skating rink.
And it wasn't he was making money off of her. Because it seemed like he did a bunch of other things, right?
Yeah, did
the weekend.
that limo was weak as.
But they were always going. They were always in the biggest houses. They were staying and eating, always privately. So he obviously did other things, and this was just I need you to get this gold medal because your mom never did.
I don't know. I think maybe she did because those were her trophies. Since she was 9 or whatever.
Yeah, so I do mean they were making money off
it. She could have been endorsements and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Where did she live?
That's a good question. Where were they?
Because I wonder.
No, they were in Greenwich. Remember, he was driving.
Greenwich.
He was driving.
They were in New York?
They were driving in Connecticut.
Wait, New York? What am I, an idiot?
And that's why he goes, would he go to New York? And he's like, no, he actually went to Boston. So they were
the choice.
In between. Yeah.
I'd go to New York.
So all right, so we get that he gets good at figure skating. He figures out the toe pick, right? He figures out the toe pick.
I hope so.
He's now they try out for the first time, and of course the other couple is there, and it was her ex-partner who happens to also like men and also in love.
Oh, he did?
The ex-partner was checking out.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Emilio Estevez.
DVC.
Okay. DVC. Okay. I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't recognize
you didn't
that.
see them both look. Both partners looked and was checking him out.
I don't see that kind of stuff.
And he was like, "Well, he winked at him."
I don't. It doesn't matter.
And then she goes, "You'll get used to it."
He goes, "You'll get used to it." Yeah. So that right away, you're like, "Oh, something's going to happen with the partner, the girl partner."
Oh well, yeah.
That's what I meant. And then. What was I trying to get at? Oh, no. And then I thought that something happened in the elevator already because it happened so quick.
Everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did he ride the elevator?
Who?
Did he ride that elevator?
A couple of times.
Oh, well, I just remember when they were fighting and then he got in the elevator.
That must have been when you went to the bathroom.
It might have been. No, remember they got into a fight. He was wearing his underwear.
Yes, because
I don't know if he rode the elevator or not.
That was another good shot, Dan, with the glasses when she was like. And he was
that was a crazy.
Yeah.
That was a shot that was in the Bourne Identity, definitely.
Yeah.
He was like Jason Bourne was looking around the corner someone was trying to shoot him. Instead, it was this hungover girl that was just like, "What the fuck is going on back there?"
It was a good shot.
Too much vodka.
You know what?
She hit the mini
why I say that we don't even know if they won is because they barely made it into the Olympics. They only made it because the lederhosen got stuck from the other people.
The worst thing
so
ever.
What's a lederhosen?
Lederhosen.
What's a lederhosen?
Later.
I don't know.
Lederhosen.
Okay, I don't even know what that is.
It's German clothing.
It's the German clothing you wear at Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the guy falls. This is another time you were somewhere else. So the guy falls. They get in. That by luck. And then now all of a sudden, the Russian coach goes, "We're going to try the hardest."
Yeah, I'm Leonardo da Vinci.
Most impossible most impossible move ever to try, which you then see this being parodied in Blades of Glory with Will Ferrell.
Great movie.
Right? They basically make fun of this movie in that movie.
They were becoming a helicopter while they were doing that move, like pretty much. Like he was the rotor, she was like,
Dude, he's not catching her.
First of all, the stunt doubles that had to do that, just the initial spinning.
Yeah.
That woman that had to do be the person and be like, yeah, if you miss by a half of an inch, my head is smashing
so close
into the ice.
Yeah, like nowadays they would just green screen this thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was no way that was happening.
Yeah.
So they're not green screening in the 90s.
No. They'd be like, she could get a concussion.
Yeah, like
the
blue
stunt
screens
double,
back then.
The stunt double could do.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The blue screen. They weren't have green screen.
Oh, that's right.
So that was a crazy move, and there's just no way that it would get done.
First of all, the coach is drawing in this notebook that looks like it came from 20 BC.
Yeah.
And he's just drawing something, and he looks like it's ridiculous. I'm just what is he doing? And then he lays the pages out on the ice to kind of and it's 9 pages long.
Yeah.
Everything
he hits, he destroys.
9-page long move.
9. I really think the Russian guy there was sent to kill American figure skaters.
But then just fell in love with this. This is great here. Why am I leaving? The house is beautiful. I get fed 3 meals a day.
Yeah,
and I don't have to kill. I'm not afraid of my life.
Sent over by the Russian Olympic team is you need to infiltrate the best hockey player they have and the best figure skater, get them to do the most impossible thing in the world and kill them both. And it didn't happen.
No, because he's this is
if
great
it happened, there would never be a sequel.
Yeah, and he's
only a prequel.
I can't believe there was 3 or 4. You said?
It seems like it was 3 or 4.
There hasn't been a second cocktail.
Oh, thank God.
No. There needs to be a second cocktail.
This one has 58% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It needs to be a second cocktail because... Well, let's not get back
to the record on cocktail. I own the record, the LP. My dad used to play when we were younger.
Dude, LP is great.
While we were watching, eating dinner and stuff.
This movie has some good music.
I
don't
disagree.
Know. It has a lot of music.
It has
not necessarily good music. I think I even wrote in here horrible music.
It's horrible music, dude. It reminded me of Rocky IV, and then there's some music. It's terrible, dude.
Montage with the worst music ever.
Yeah.
No good music in here. Put some West Side Gun in here and we'll talk.
David starring with all his
things I already wrote. I talked about.
I love it.
Oh, the recliner next to the rink.
I loved it.
You need that. I love that.
Loved it.
Great idea.
And then she has sparkling water waiting for her.
With a
nice goblet. Exactly.
First of all, I think everything that they did in this movie to create her life was so amazing.
Yes.
And she just she became that character so well.
Yes.
It was amazing.
It was it was good the way they made her a rich snob, didn't really know how to react with other people because, it kind of showed she was homeschooled. She didn't really have friends. That was her life.
Isolated.
Yeah. So kind of, that sucks a little bit. I would have liked to seen what the relationship would be like after. They didn't win, guys. I don't think.
I think they won.
I don't think they won.
I don't think it matters. They're in love.
That's the win.
Yeah.
That's the.
I do like when he's like, we don't have to do it, and she's like, I'm in the mood to kick some ass, because when they were listening to the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when it should have been the Rocky theme song.
Yes.
Well, they did have flags at the end. At the last scene, it was a backwards flag.
Backwards flag.
Why is there a backwards flag?
That's because they
inverted the regular flag.
I think why they did that is because they probably had that shot some other time during the movie, and they needed to do another shot, so they re-inverted and said we have more shots. It's no, you just use the same shot and you just re-invert it. A lot of editors do that to make it look like it's going the other way. And
this ends like Rocky 1.
Yes.
Where in the background you're hearing that he lost the match.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because it's the love story between him and
that's
Adrian.
what we're waiting for, right?
Yeah.
We're finally waiting for the kiss.
Yeah. And that's what you get.
And then that's it.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
Because I think they got disqualified.
Most likely.
Is that move illegal?
I mean, that's what they said. They said it was
back
illegal.
Back then, they didn't even let them get through during the Nationals because of like politics. The politics behind it all. Remember how he got pissed? He goes, "You call this a sport?" Because you're letting judges deal with it. I think the judges would have been like, "Great, it was an illegal move. We've never approved it. We can't judge.
Wouldn't
this.
They just deduct them?
We can't judge this. Like, that's why I think they didn't win.
Like 3 points. I like seeing them hold.
I think they didn't win.
Can we just talk about what that move is? He spins her from her skates, basically.
Oh yeah. Well, he grabs her leg.
Yeah.
One leg.
Yeah.
And he's gravitroning her.
Yeah, he's spinning and she's going up and down. Yeah. And then
grabs her second leg. Like she kicks her leg up.
Yeah.
With physics.
Yeah. I don't know how she's supposed to do it.
And the Russian waited for the strongest. He needed a hockey player to do this.
Yeah.
Because remember apparently when he's like, hold her up.
Yes.
And she's like, put me down. And he was still holding her for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently all the other partners were just flaky men. Is what they're trying to say.
Okay. More gay shaming, more like...
No, just because they're totally... It has nothing to do with that.
I know that, but I'm saying I feel like...
Canceled.
They were trying to... I feel like they were trying to say that. I'm not saying that.
Topic.
I'm not saying that. I think it's a great sport. I mean, I can't do it. Right? But I think... So he couldn't wait. He was so happy when he saw this guy's built, and he's like, oh... I'm finally doing it.
Let's go to the fucking slums of Minnesota to find some guy who skates.
See, here's the thing. Why
hanging like a moron from a 3x8.
Why this can never happen is because the judges have to watch. I believe that the judges watch the routines and they like figure out what's the possible score that they can get. There's no way to score that.
Well, here's the thing.
They could do it like on the fly.
I think if he doesn't kill her and she doesn't die, then you win because we didn't finish what this move was. So he's spinning her and spinning her and spinning her, and he's like not just spinning her in a circle like a helicopter propeller. She's going up and down like right.
Maybe he's still spinning her.
So then
like it's like this.
Yeah. And the idea is that he's supposed to, as soon as she comes up on an upswing, he's supposed to throw her straight up almost into the air.
Yes.
Kind of moving forward.
Not away.
Which is where she would go. She would be thrown away.
Yeah, when you right? The circle and then you do it. As soon as you let go, it goes out like that.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Exactly.
Centripetal force.
There you go. This guy is a computer program.
Yeah, so then he throws her straight up in the air. She does, twists, a bunch of twists, right?
The luck.
She's probably dizzy out of her mind.
And he's dizzy, tired.
And he's supposed to now catch her.
He has half of his vision gone.
Yeah, he's blind.
He only has like 18 degrees of his vision.
I'm telling you this, none of this happened.
No, they couldn't even film it.
They crashed into each other. And fell.
And they died.
And they just got up.
I think they're dead.
They're dead.
This is Jacob's Ladder.
We should actually...
Not Jacob's Ladder.
There should be a mini movie where like they don't land and like it's a terrible accident.
Yeah.
And like he falls into this crazy alcoholic depression. The Russian guy is like
that might be banned too.
He's dead. She's dead.
She's dead.
Just
or
paralyzed.
Oh my God! This is a dark film. This is a dark sequel.
She's paralyzed.
Cutting Edge 2.
Dad runs away.
Mm-hmm.
He sells everything.
Yeah.
She's just in bed like that.
Yeah.
And he is running the bar.
And then what happens?
No. The guy.
And then are we in her head the entire time?
Yeah. Like she won. She's trying to kill herself. She's trying to kill herself.
Oh my God! Like that movie, was it Johnny Got His Gun, where he's like only a box?
Yeah. Bro.
What?
Doesn't get dark.
That's amazing.
Dude, there's a movie that this insane middle school teacher I had called Mr. Basilier who showed us this.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it about?
Oh, yeah. That guy was the worst.
He's in a box?
Oh, okay.
He's in a box?
Basically, it was like a soldier from World War I or II.
Okay.
He had no limbs.
Oh, yeah, he was trying to, like,
and he had a box over his head.
Yeah.
And it's an internal dialogue that he's trying to, like, communicate with the doctors and stuff.
Yes.
And then Metallica used it in their video
yes,
for
I remember that video.
And then Brad Pitt comes in, what's in the box? What's in the box?
And then it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
It was good. That's who it was, right?
Yes.
In 7? Yeah, spoilers.
Spoiler.
Toe pick.
Toe pick. All right.
3 toe picks.
We're here.
Dude, I think Moira Kelly is the only reason that this movie is successful.
Eyes, her reactions.
Amazing. Everything.
Oh, yeah.
She was just surprised at everything. She's like, what? And then when she looked at people, she was like, I'm going to murder you.
You know, yeah.
She hated his sweaty hand in the beginning.
Dude, they were both really sweaty.
Molesting her. I'm like, what the fuck?
They were both really sweaty.
Yeah.
There was a lot of sweat in the 90s.
Sweat. Oh, yeah. A little sweat left over from the 80s.
She had sweat on her face after the night out. I'm like, you didn't wipe that before you called action?
Sweating. She's sweating out.
But they're athletes. Alcohol. They want that, to be like that.
Oh, yeah. And what is that trough? Keep him from the
trough.
What's a trough?
Trough. Pigs eat
like where pigs eat out. So that she was just calling him an animal.
Good to know.
I like to learn new words.
I just want to say this. I said it while we were watching. When we were watching this, I said lacrosse wishes that it was hockey. Because hockey's awesome to play, to watch.
It's a good time.
Lacrosse, I'm sorry for anyone out there who plays lacrosse, but like, what is your sport?
You know how long it took them to finally say I love you?
People.
Yeah.
Say I love you.
But we fucked it
movie.
up.
No,
I'm not going to get into this lacrosse conversation. I like lacrosse. I thought it was good. The problem with lacrosse is I think it's too...
Nobody watches it?
It's no, it's not even that slow. People like, like
the
there's
goalies
checking and stuff. It's great, but like I think like even though people like high scoring, it's almost as if like too much scoring happens.
The goalies are useless. Because you throw that ball.
They should just make it a smaller. They should just make it.
That ball is nuts.
They should make it a smaller goal, and then like get rid of the goalie.
And then what they should do is
put it in the air.
They should put skates on.
That little square right there, dude. That little square right there, and just that'd be
perfect.
There it is.
And then put skates on.
Listen,
hockey is
good. I like it. I mean, I've never played ice hockey. I played raw hockey. And
I'd rather watch soccer.
Yeah.
I've watched lacrosse.
Here it is.
I played lacrosse. It was...
At 1 minute and 33 seconds.
It was a nightmare.
At 1 hour and 33 minutes is when I love you is finally stated.
Oh, that's right at the end. It ends in I love you and flags.
Flag.
There was a lot of flags.
Did she say I love you?
She said it at the end.
Okay.
Because he goes, why did you do that? And she's like, because I love you.
Right.
And he's like, well, just remember who said it first.
Yeah.
Wait, is she engaged still at this point?
No.
She got rid of the braid?
No. That guy went and found the cornfield.
I don't know. I had a text going on.
He went to a cornfield in Iowa where a guy...
That guy got fired by the father.
That guy... I'm sorry. That guy... It was the worst actor in this whole movie. He was great in Field of Dreams.
He was great.
But he only had a small part in that movie, too.
He played catch with Kevin Costner.
Oh, man, that scene.
And we went to the field together. Us three.
Yeah, we went to
Us three went. Yeah. Wow, Field of Dreams, that passes the test. That movie definitely fucking passes the test.
Oh, my God.
Now, let's talk about this movie, because if you're still hanging on here, God bless you.
I'll be right back.
I don't say God bless you.
And God bless America.
I'll leave that to other podcasts.
I'll leave that to other podcasts. God bless you.
Mitch Hedberg. Toe pick.
Rest in peace.
Where'd you get that camera?
Okay. So here we go.
The cameras of you in the past.
Oh,
in the future, I mean.
All right. Oh, yeah. Where'd you get that camera at? Every picture of you is a picture of you when you were younger.
Here's a picture of me in the future.
Here's a picture of me when I'm older. Where'd you get that camera? All right, guys. You guys looking at your notes, or can we wrap this up?
Ooh.
Did we hit the 45-minute mark?
And what was he doing holding his letter from him? Like, dude, that's like a federal crime. Like, stop. Like, give me my fucking mail. I don't like it when people touch my mail.
Oh, and the brother?
Yeah, like, don't touch my mail.
He just wanted him out of his yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he just wanted him. He wanted him helping.
He was living in a bus, right?
He was living in like a Winnebago.
I mean, look, I understand that he was on the Olympic hockey team and stuff, right? But I feel like D.B. Sweeney's character fell so hard that it was unbelievable of how far down he fell after that.
I actually think it would have been a lot harder.
He was in his like mid-20s then.
Yeah, I think it would have been a lot harder for him to say yes to this figure skating thing. I think it would have been a little too easy.
Well, I think because he had no way of getting home.
I wonder if he pursued his career.
I want to know how much they offered.
That's what I want to know.
It's impossible.
What was that check for?
Dave. I swear, I have a picture of it.
Okay. It said Dave?
No way. Oh, you drew a picture. I thought you said you had a picture.
No, I made it up.
I could draw a picture,
I made it up.
too.
It says Dave.
Oh.
Trust me, right here.
Dave.
See?
Oh,
For reference.
my God.
That's what it said.
All right, so does this pass the test?
Yes.
Yep.
100%. I 100% enjoyed The Cutting Edge. I think The Cutting Edge passes the nostalgia test. I'll watch it again.
Yeah, from what I saw of it, it was great.
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was funny.
No, yeah.
I thought I had a good story. Was it ridiculous? Of course it was. But, like, I mean...
I think...
every movie's ridiculous.
I would have to agree that if you're saying it like that, like if I say Cocktail passes the test because of what it does for, it goes past just nostalgic. Like it was ridiculous to watch, and it's such a, that one to me, it's like it's the cusp of the 80s movies meets the 90s movies, and then like you get the sports movies. Like I love a good sports movie. Like I can watch all the Kevin Costner baseball movies, even the one where he's like an agent, and he's like,
oh yeah, I never saw that one.
I think it's called Game Day. That, I mean, they're all good.
Debatable.
This one was hilarious. So bad it's good, culty wise. Yeah, like
you think back, you see this movie, you're like, oh,
well, like
shit.
like Topic,
you know what I mean?
Is like still something that anyone that I know that's ever seen this movie, or like when you go past the skating rink, you're like Topic, like it's said, like all the time.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
I don't drive past a lot of skating rinks, to be honest.
But like if I've ever walked by one or been. Or I've actually gone skating, like when Kristen and I go to like Rockefeller Center, like we're like Topic, like we're putting on this ice skates, Topic, like
do they have Topics on them?
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I hate them. I hate Topics. They should only Topics should only be for people who know how to like actually figure skate. All new, and I think the new rental places finally figured this out. They made everything more like a fucking ice hockey skate, which is an awesome skate.
Well, that's why it's hard to roller skate, because you have that thing on the front, like that the brake, the toe brake.
The brake's on the back.
The four-wheel. But you're talking about rollerblading is on the back.
Yeah, no, on a roller skate, it's in the front.
Yes.
That makes it really difficult.
I've never tried a quad.
Oh, it's really hard.
I haven't tried quad since I was little.
What?
It's fun, though.
I haven't been on since I was.
There's a place in Brooklyn, I think.
Yeah. So I guess, we should, I guess it does pass.
I enjoyed it.
It was a good time.
I think it's a great movie.
It was ridiculous, but it was like, look, there are other movies
There's
that we
nothing
made that
good
I
about
said passed the
There's
test.
nothing good about the acting.
Well, Moira Kelly.
Sure.
She, to me, like, she's so good that she makes everyone else better.
Yes.
And so, like, every time she's in a scene, which is like almost every single scene.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's like what?
She was the movie.
2% of the movie where she's not in it.
Yes.
I mean, the coach is great. I loved him.
Yes.
The father, whatever. You could have been anyone, you know. D.B. Sweeney was fine. He did a great job of what he was doing. I mean, who else are you going to cast in that part, right?
You would have to, if it was,
He was too what? She's already short. You're gonna put Emilio Estevez in? He's gonna be on the Apple skates the entire time.
Why was he picked though? Was he gonna be like the next thing? Was
this Sweeney?
Was this an independent rollout? Like, was she? She wasn't that. She didn't go that far after this.
Moira Kelly?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, she has a huge...
She's been in mad shit. I even wrote it here. Been in mad shit.
That's what you wrote?
That was my notes. Yeah, that's how I describe it.
Again, D.B. Sweeney was in Fire in the Sky. That was a huge film.
Yes,
and that film terrified me.
We should watch
Fire in the Sky.
Oh my God. That movie is crazy.
That's when he got abducted by aliens.
It's like based on a true story, or based on somebody's true story.
Based on my story, yeah.
I mean...
It's based on someone's tale.
Here you go. Moira Kelly. Like, let's just look up her IMDb.
Loosely based on a lie.
She's now in 5 episodes right now of, she did 5 episodes of Citadel. That was this year. Okay?
She's still going?
Yeah.
She's still going.
Wow, she has a lot.
She just reminded me of, like, a couple other actors.
She had... Yeah, after The Cutting Edge, she was in Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. She was in that film. I remember where she was in that. She was in Chaplin. She was in
Daybreak.
She was with... So she was in
Daybreak?
She was in With Honors.
Oh, The Lion King even? Whoa.
Yeah, she was Nala in The Lion King. She was in this movie Little Odessa. That was a really interesting movie. She's been in a movie every single year.
Lion King 2.
Yeah,
Lion
every
King
year.
2 again.
She's been in several movies or several things every single year.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone. Wow, she's really...
Yeah. She was in 22 episodes of The West Wing.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
She's in The Lion King 1 again.
I apologize.
Oh, Numbers?
Yeah, she works a lot.
Okay, she works, but like, so you're talking like an Ed Harris type of person. You know, like, not like superstar, like...
No, you know, she's not like... She would not... Yeah, she's not going to be... Yeah, but...
But like, where did he go? Other than that.
Well, let's look up D.B. Sweeney now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the almost the name of that dude that jumped out of the plane and like he hijacked the plane. He had all the money on him, and he like, you know, DB something, and like they don't know if he landed or not. He was at like 30,000 feet and he jumped out.
This is a true story.
True story. Yeah, they never found him.
DB Sweeney jumped out of a plane with money on him.
It's DB something. They made a movie about it.
Look, DB Sweeney has like 104 credits. Okay.
Whoa.
After this, what did he do?
We'll see. He had a bunch of stuff before this. After this, Miss Rose White, Fire in the Sky, Hear No Evil, Tales from the Crypt, Roommates, 3 Wishes, Strange Luck, Spawn,
C-16, FBI,
NYPD Blue. He did 1 episode of that.
All right.
Goosed.
All right, so he has a good career.
I mean, I'm sure he's got money.
He didn't blow up.
He was in Hardball.
He didn't blow up after this.
What's his name?
Well, I mean, like, he didn't blow up to what we believe, like, as,
so
like,
do they
superstar.
consider this a comedy rom-com?
This is a romantic comedy. I would say it's a romantic comedy.
Not looking so great.
I would say it's a romantic comedy sports movie.
Yeah.
A sports com.
Like, what other sports com has been out there?
Oh, there was the tennis one with, what's her name?
Kirsten Dunst?
Yes. And the British guy?
Jude Law? No.
Oh, no. I think I know what you're talking about.
It was an okay movie.
Is it Top Spin?
2.6.
Top Spin or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of rom-coms that are based around sports.
I'll say this.
Oh, yeah. What about the pitching one?
Perfect Pitch? No, that's like singing.
Something like that?
Oh, but that's Jimmy Fallon, right?
No, but it is with Drew Barrymore.
And Adam Sandler?
No.
But she gets kissed on, like, the field.
Yeah, but, like, baseball wasn't... That was, like, more of a rom-com, not...
But with baseball...
I'm talking, like, a sports, like, centric...
I would say Bull Durham is probably like a romantic sort of comedy about baseball that Kevin Costner was in that.
Basketball?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the one with... What about the one when he's, like... He's pitching a... He's pitching a perfect game, and as he's pitching the perfect game, he like is remembering when he was first a pitcher in a Yankees pitcher, and he meets this woman, and he starts sleeping with her. This is a good one. For the Love of the Game. Good rom-com. Perfect rom-com with a great sports story that's going on.
See, there aren't a lot of like non-baseball ones, though. I feel like. Oh, do you know what's a good movie? Like this, like kind of a rom-com, sort of has a romantic element to it. That's actually pretty funny.
Pitch Perfect too.
Goon. With Shawn Michaels Scott.
I remember Goon.
That movie is actually very underrated.
Really? Goon.
Yeah.
Look that up.
I think I watched the parts of it. I didn't get into it.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking what about Goal? Remember Goal? That was good. That was some rom-com going on in there.
Oh.
Goal.
The something of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants too. That was about soccer. What? It was. I think like Beckham was in it or some shit.
No, Bend It Like Beckham was about soccer.
Yeah, no, it was. So it's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I think they had started at like soccer camp.
I gotta check that.
But if it started at soccer camp, doesn't mean it's about
the Traveling Pants was just about traveling pants. No, they did play soccer in it. You're right.
Yeah,
there was
the
soccer
first one.
Ladybugs.
Oh,
I never saw that, but it sounds creepy.
Oh, what was the one with Roseanne Barr? Like, even my hair hurts.
I don't ever want to see anything.
No,
with
I
her.
fucking hate her. But she was in the movie like Little Giants.
Little Giants, but that wasn't a rom-com. That was just kind of like a comedy, sports comedy. I'm talking about. Anyways, we're going on. Sorry, guys.
Toe pick.
All right, so this is it. Wow.
I'm saying it passes the nostalgia test. I think I'll watch this again. I'll buy this movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home, tell my wife about it tomorrow, and she's probably fucking sleeping already, and then maybe watch it this week. Who knows?
Yes.
I don't know.
All right, so guys, we passed.
It's not that long.
It isn't.
No.
Do you regret watching this over Back to the Future 2?
No, because I think Back to the Future 2, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember it being very confusing.
Okay.
Is that when they were on the train, that one?
No, that's the third one.
That's the third one, which is terrible.
Fan of those movies. Like, I mean, the first one, okay, but if it's on, I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to watch something else. See,
I like the second one.
I hope so.
It's
you named
fun.
Your dog after one of the characters.
I love the first one.
Oh, okay.
He loves the first one, Dave.
The second one is, you want it to be better. Like, I watched it and I'm just like, I wanted it to be better than it was, and it's so confusing. I'm like, if you try to make sense of it, you're like, this actually sucked. And then like, there was just so much that was going on. It was basically a filler because I don't know if you remember, they shot all three movies. So the second and third were shot together. So no matter what, the third one was going to be made.
Oh, so
the second one was like, oh, you're forcing the third one.
Well, why do they always in third movies a lot of times go somewhere so stupid?
Because they needed to make all the different genres. That's all that was.
Like Ninja Turtles 3.
Let's make a future one. We made it past one. Let's make a future one. Now let's go to Wild Wild West.
That's just crazy. I'm not a big Wild West.
You're not a Western?
No.
What about American Tail?
Well, that movie...
Fievel?
Yeah.
Fievel Goes West?
No, that's a cartoon.
I never saw Fievel Goes West.
It's a good movie.
After the first one, I was like, I'm good.
First one's great.
The first one is an amazing film.
Yeah.
What about that one with the dinosaurs? That was good too.
The
Land Before Time.
Yo, son.
Dude, all those movies, Land Before Time, The Brave Little Toaster, all those things were like
during
terrifying.
The animation era, like where it was like 2D, not before Pixar.
DreamWorks.
There was some really good, like, really deep cartoons that came out.
I remember...
like...
Beavis and Butthead.
There's death in freaking Land Before Time. Death.
Just like...
Dude... There's death in the final episode of the show, The Dinosaurs.
Oh my God!
It's the most depressing thing on Earth.
Is it a meteor?
Yeah, but not only that. No. They basically say that they caused the
dad causes the extinction. He's like the Homer Simpson of it all, and he fucking destroys everything.
The asteroid in like the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, no, they say that almost is going to happen, but something else happens that it like.
He creates a nuclear winter of some sort.
Yeah, they go into like freeze.
And then this final scene where the baby's like, "Are we gonna be okay?" or some shit like that, and they're all looking at each other, being like, "Yeah." It's like
no. He's like, no, we're not. Like we abused our power. We thought we were doing good. We were doing bad. Yo, that scene, they bring that up in.
That's a sick show.
You could see that on TikTok and Instagram. Like, people post that scene all the time. They're like, one of the saddest endings of any sitcom ever.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
But I love those older, the lesser Disney movies like Sword in the Stone, Robin Hood. Like I love those.
Yeah, good times. All right. Well, that was our.
This passes.
I like Airplane. We should watch that as a nostalgia thing because
Airplane.
All the airplanes.
Oh, Airplane 1 is gonna pass the test no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, lately would have been trying to do is like come up with movies that we're not sure. Because, like, when it's, like, too short, like, because we could do Back to the Future, but I'm going to tell you that's
Major League 2.
Oh, I watched Major League the other day.
How many movies do you watch?
Bro, I don't go to sleep. Yo, Major League is
Major League
crazy.
1 is great.
It's great.
Major League 2 is, like, this weird...
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, the Eddie Murphy part is now, like, Omar Epps, right?
Yeah, it wasn't Eddie Murphy either. It was...
Oh no, it wasn't. It was
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, dude, that movie, that movie is tough. The second one.
Yeah.
First one was great.
I remember seeing the second one. Like,
I watched it again, and I was like, at one point when we moved into the Latham apartment, I didn't have a TV in my room, and I only had a computer that could play CD-ROM, and I only had one DVD, and it was Major League. So I would go to sleep watching Major League every night until I got a TV put in my room.
Wow.
You're talking about like 3 months straight of me just watching Major League.
Dude, I
didn't have a TV in my room either, but I had TV on my computer at the time.
I don't know why I did this, but there was a span of time once where I was watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas every single day.
I remember you doing that.
It's great.
And
I remember you did that.
I never want to watch it again, I think.
Really? Yeah. I want to watch it soon again. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie, but I watched it recently, and I was just like, wow, this gets really dark.
Yeah.
It does. All right, guys. Well, thank you for sticking around. Don't forget to follow the Nostalgia Test, subscribe, comment, review, so other people get to see this podcast that goes on random tangents.
Yeah.
And puts some random things to the test and comes up and brings up random questions and thoughts. Whatever. Anyways, guys, we're so tired.
Dude, cutting edge.
Cutting edge.
Dude, I've never been this excited when I watched it. I was really excited about this.
Oh, yeah, this is a personal episode. We don't get to hang out all the time, so this is great. It did take us a long time. We had some technical difficulties. I think my speaker's broken. I mean, my mic is broken, so...
I'll take it.
Yeah.
You're not taking it. I need to try to see if I can fix it for the next podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and check out all the past episodes.
Yeah.
Last month was like...
it was crazy.
Good 1,000 of them.
Yeah, we got crazy. And we are going to be throwing out our Venmo to get hats and merch going.
Merch done.
Yeah, we're gonna start creating some stuff like
we need to raise some money, or else this podcast can't last.
Yeah, and book us for your holiday party.
We need to buy more mics. Better
podcast holiday party.
Cheers, guys.
Yep.
Peace.
One.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter @NostalgiaTest and on Instagram @TheNostalgiaTest. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.